Hi. Hello. Hello, everybody. Hello. Is this a good volume for the music? I hope that's a good volume for the music. I hope that's not too loud. That seems like it might be okay. Perfect. Cool. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Hi. Wait. There we go. Okay, I'm happy now. I'm comfy. I'm comfy. We're all good. We're all good. Who is here? Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Who is here? Let's see. Who's here today? Let's see. Let's see. Hello, Potter. Hello. Hello, hello. I can't remember if you said about if it was your birthday. I think you did, but you might have also not said it on Twitch. Either way, happy birthday. I hope you had a lovely time. But boo, back to work. Boo. Boo. Hello, Ventelia. Hello, hello. Hi, I'm Zero. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Who else is here? Shine Wave Mood. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. I'm going to struggle to say this. God Emperor Ashina. There we go. God Emperor Ashina. There we go. We got there eventually. Thank you for the lab safety register check-in. Signed Wave Mood and God Emperor Ashina. Hello, Husmod. Hello, hello. Hello, Bobo. Hello, Mylin. Hi, hi, hi. Hi, Comey. Hi, hi. Brick Bye. Hello. Hello, hello. Hom Hone, thank you for the lab safety register check-in. Talarian, hello. Hi, hi. Thank you for the check-in. Hi, Mr. Harold. Hello. Hi, Kalipa. Hello, hello. Let's see. I'm still not, I'm not used to having more than one green sword. I know, right? Husmod is the only Husmod. He will only ever be the only Husmod, but, you know. It's time. It's time for his Order of the Tungsten Cube to expand, you know? And yes, if this isn't Psydere, one of the biggest science VTubers in the world, absolutely. Yeah, of course. Okay, sure. A lot of people would not even say I'm a science VTuber. A lot of people would be like, "Ooh, psychology, that's humanities," but that is a topic for another time. Yes, the Husmob. Yes, clearly that is the team. Yes, yes, a flock of Husmods is called the Husmob. But there's only one Husmod, so yeah. How long will the stream be before today? I don't know. I don't know yet. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. If you guys like the song, the band is called Horse Beach, all one word, like that. Horse Beach, that's what they're called. They're a band from Manchester in the north of England, which is how you know they're good, because there's quite a lot of good bands that come out of Manchester. So yeah. Hello, Astral. Hello, hello. Let's see who else is there. Who else is there? D3 Volts. Hi. Hello, hello. Word. Hello, Word. Score. Hi. Welcome in. Welcome in. Who else is here? Carbureted, hello, hi, hi. How are you? I hope you're good. While the amount of followers has doubled and we have a nice weapon CCV, we're still looking like we will remain most of the stream. Yeah, we're still going to be a little babby, maybe, potentially. A little babby. I'll always be a little babby streamer in my heart, let's be honest. I do this as a hobby around my full-time science job, and I would never, like, be a streamer TM as a job. This is it's just a fun thing that we all do together, you know? So I guess I'll always be small in my heart, no matter whatever happens. Hi, Seon. Hello, hello. Yeah, it's time for my weekly performance review. Can you please don't say that. You're striking fear into my heart. Goodness gracious. And hi, Bushy. Hi, hi. Rolling in for a bit. This is the first stream I've been able to watch since Nationals and my test. Ooh, I hope they're going well. I hope they're going well, as in the tests. Wait, no. You already told us about Nationals. Did you tell us about the test, actually? You did really well in Nationals. How did the test go? That I can't remember. I've got small brain, though. You might have told us. I'm sorry. Let's see. None of those people have a bachelor's. It's true. Well, actually, no, there's a lot of science streamers that have, you know, large numbers of qualifications. So, yeah. It ends in ology, so it must be a science. I agree. Oasis. I mean, yeah, that's kind of like the classic example of a good band from Manchester, but there is more than that. There is more than that. Hi, Kiori. Hello, hello. Hi, Frost. Hi, Frost. And then, okay, right, I think I've said everybody, so hello to everybody in chat. Hello, Joe Victor. Thank you for the Lab Safe Regia check-in. And also, Superchar, Greeny Wisp, Arc Solver, and Hop City. Thank you all so much for the follows as well. Welcome in to the research participation pool. I hope you're ready to take part in some research. We do research. And Jane, hi, just Jane. Hi. Thank you for the Lab Safe Regia check-in. Hello. How is everybody today? How are we all doing? How are we all doing? It's time for the lab stand up. Wait, no, let's not call it that. Let's not call it that. Let's not call it that. No, I'm sorry. Hi, Alex. Hi. How is everybody? How is everybody doing today? How are we all doing today? I'm doing okay. It's very warm. I'm not gonna lie. Like the whole of Europe seems like it is having a heat wave, and I'm not functioning because it is therefore hitting the dreaded 25 degrees Celsius in Ireland, and that means that I am uncomfortable and unpleasant and not in my lane, but moisturized in a bad way. Wait, no. Horrible. What a horrible mental image. Also, hi, another Straker. Hi. Yeah, I survived, but only just. I survived. It was very interesting. We will come back to that, I think, but it was quite interesting. I had an actual like fight or flight response when that happened. I'm not gonna lie. If anybody missed it, boy, have you missed something. Actually, I don't actually know if people have missed things. So to actually tell me if you genuinely don't know what I'm talking about here. Yeah. Your model looks smooth as a grape, of course. You're moisturized. Exactly. Oh dear. Waiting for the tissue cultured media's gel. Nice. As you know, I'm not allowed in wet labs in general, so I don't actually know what that involves. Thank you for the follow, Raven Trail. Welcome in to the research participation pool. Might be going back to uni after dropping out half a decade ago, so you'll soon be one of the academics. That's exciting. That's exciting. What kind of level would you be studying at, if you don't mind sharing? Did you forget the AMA thing on, or is it on purpose? What? I think I changed the title, right? Did I not change the title? I'm confused. It should be updated. I updated it like 4 times. Wait. Ew, I can hear myself. Oh no, it is fine. Oh, the QR code. Oh yeah, I know. I forgot about that. My bad. Oopsie. Yeah. The QR code. But yes, hi, Afko. Hi. And also hi, Akatono. Hi. Yes, I just forgot that was there, actually. I forgot that was there. Yeah, Stone Roses, Joy Division, The Smiths. There's so many good bands from Manchester. So many. Hi, Nightmind. Hi. My sleep schedule retired, so I'm a gorilla sleeping you. Oh my goodness. Please do your best to find your sleep schedule again, please. You need to sleep. Sleep hygiene is very important. I say this as my sleep schedule has also gone a bit wacky recently, because I have a lot of work to do, and I am doing that thing where I wake up and then I eat my breakfast and then I immediately go to my PC and I tap all day and eat my lunch at my desk, and then I tap more, and then I go to bed very, very late. That's what I'm doing. It's not great. Probably shouldn't be doing that, but it's fine. I'm setting myself hard deadlines to get each of my chapters edited, okay? I'm doing my PhD thesis corrections. I'm doing a good job. I've set myself hard deadlines. Basically, this week, each stream is a deadline by which I need to have another chapter done. And I do actually only have the right number of chapters left. I forgot how many. 3? I've got 3, I think. And I'm aiming to have them done throughout the week. Yes. I get 1 done in the next 2 days, and then I'll get 2 done through the weekend. Yes, this is how it will work, I think. The French vineyards were screaming in the news. It's rough over there. Yeah, it's so warm. It's so warm. And obviously, like the places are not set up for warmth in general, to be honest. Like, we are, especially Ireland, it's just very much centered on it's cold and damp all year round, which is true. It is cold and damp all year round. But you know, it's not cold and damp all year round anymore. And now we suffer because of it. What's a wet lab? Please say it's people in a pool. That would make it much more fun. No, a wet lab is like normally like a biology or chemistry lab where you actually like physically handle things, if that makes sense. You know, like where there's chemicals and biological things involved. Yes. Yes. Just Jane, thank you so much for the resub. What the heck? It's been 7 months already. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for extending your lab contract. It means a lot. It means a lot. Thank you for your support. Thank you. Thank you. Also, hi, Disco Dancer. Hi. Hello, Disco Dancer. Plan to do bachelor's in the best science, maths, and some stats and some computer science. Let's go. Let's go. As somebody who gets frequently told I don't actually do science, I have to say this. Actually, it's not technically a science. It's like, what's it called again? Like formal something. It's logic. It's logic. I tried to do a bit and then I forgot what the word is. That's very on brand. What's it called again? It's formal something or other, but it's not science technically. Formal science. Okay, fine. It's formal science. Okay, you got me. But you're telling me that computer science is a science? Half of it is like source, I made it up. I've seen those papers. I've seen what they put on archive. Oh dear. I've seen the contents of archive. You can't fool me. Oh dear. Also, hi, Chaos Fire Dragon. Hi. And hi, Orishiro. Hello. How was work? Work was fine today, to be honest. Don't tell my employer. My employer might be watching this. Don't tell my employer. They would be fine if I said this. I spent a big chunk of the day doing my thesis edits because most of what I had to do today was just finance stuff. And if I'm stressing, as in like, you know, paying invoices and things like that, it was very boring. And I knew I could power through it very, very quickly. So I was like, you know what? It's good for me and my mental health to do my thesis, and therefore my employer would approve. And it's still science. And also, if we get more people with doctorates on the team, then we get more funding. So it's a win-win all round. So I did that instead of like all of the things on my to-do list. But I do have things on my to-do list that I need to do in the next 2 weeks, which is fine. I will get around to them. I swear I will do the actual researchy bits, not just the admin bits. I promise. Mr. Harold, thank you so much for the sub. What the heck? Thank you for joining the lab. Thank you so much for the sub. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Joy Division is Manchester. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Joy Division was Manchester. They're at least formed in Manchester. Because, like, Manchester's one of those places where loads of people always used to go to, like, university. And then they would form a band while they're at university. So, yeah. One of those places. Yeah. What are you writing about? I'm writing about my thesis. I'm making edits on my thesis at the minute. So, it's like the psychology of conspiracy theory beliefs. That's basically it. It's a lot. There's more to it than that, of course. There's more to it than that. I didn't even register there's a hype train. I apologize. Thank you for the hype train. Wee, engagement. Wee, yay, thanks Twitch. John Twitch is pushing the thing again. Did you do all the non-chapter stuff already? I do still need to do some other stuff too. I still need to like update my GitHub repository so that it's actually got like my anonymized data and my updated code and stuff in it. Well, the code's already in it. It's just on. It's not on the main branch, and psychologists generally can't. Sometimes they struggle with navigating. Sometimes they tell you like, oh yeah, just you swap branch. It's on the other branch, and then they're like, what is a branch? And I'm like, ah. Ah. Oh dear. Thank you for the follow, Span. Thank you, Span. Oh, that's a little bit too close to swarm. Oh, oh. Oh. Hi, Orishiro. Sorry, I'm missing out on the last stream. There was a Father's Day here in my country. Well, I mean, you should always be.
For the love of the train.
Thank you so much for the 500 bits, Just Jane. What the heck? Oh, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. Yes, for the love of the train. I agree. I agree. But yes, please do not miss out on Father's Day. Please spend time with baby Shiro, please. Please. But you did certainly miss a stream. You did miss a stream. Hyperpower, did I say hello to you? Yeah, I don't know if I did. Hello. And also, hi, Yuki. Hi. Hope you're not melting. I am melting. I'm suffering. I'm not going to lie. I'm really suffering. I agree that computer science is also just casting magic. I agree with that completely. Oh, dear. Thank you for the lab safety register check-ins, Lazia Wizard and Baggy Pants Man. Welcome in. I hope you're good. I hope you're good. How do you feel after the raid and the insanity? I feel pretty good, actually. I feel okay. So this was really, really interesting. Also, hi, Mimi Kiri. Thank you. Mimi Kirby, even. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. And thank you for the lab safety register check-in, Jazania. Is it Jazania or Jazagna? I just pronounce that like lasagna because, as you can see, I am the literal incarnation of Garfield. But if it's not that, I'm sorry. Please tell me off. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Lasagna with a J. Okay, I said it right. Jazania, let's go. I love pasta. That's so relatable. Me too. Me too. Although sometimes people bully me because sometimes I make a pasta sauce that's just entirely made out of spinach and herbs. And then people are like, that and olive oil. And they're like, that's not a pasta sauce. That's weird. And I'm like, it is a pasta sauce. It's a pesto without most of the ingredients of pesto. Fight me. I just like spinach, okay? Okay? It sounds good. Yeah, I think it's good. I think it's an acceptable sauce. It's yummy. It's yummy. Acceptable, and it wasn't a sauce until we mentioned olive oil. Okay, that's fine. Okay. To be fair, I like olive oil a lot. I have many a times eaten just olive oil and a bit of garlic on pasta. That's my struggle meal. Pasta with mayonnaise is kind of fire. I agree. It's a sauce and it's on pasta. It's pasta sauce. I agree. I don't know why people give me grief over this. Thank you. Thank you. I once had someone have a whole 25-minute argument with me over whether this constituted as a pasta sauce. And I was like, yes, it is pasta sauce. I'm going to be honest. My university struggle meal was pasta and then like instant gravy. I would just mix up some instant gravy and then I would put it on the pasta. And then I would eat it. And that would be my struggle meal. And if that isn't the most British thing you've ever heard, then I don't know what is. Please don't tell the Italians. Anyway, goes on pasta, then it's a pasta sauce. Well, therefore, gravy is a pasta sauce. Is uranium a pasta sauce because you can put it on pasta? I mean, it could be if you try hard enough. Not a very good one, though. Crude oil is pasta sauce if you're brave enough. Oh no, it's true though. It's very true. Hi Trinus, hi. I have a question about light, or is this pasta science only? I mean, to be fair, I am a psychologist, so if you ask me something about the physics of light, I'm gonna be like, oh. But if you ask me about how people perceive light, I'll still kind of be like, I don't know, but at least I can make an educated guess. If you trip and fall onto the pasta on the floor, are you pasta sauce? Yes. If you evenly coat the pasta, yes. Harder. Thank you for the prime sub, God Emperor Sheena. Thank you. Welcome in. Thank you so much. Yes, there's so many new people on lab contracts. This is excellent. We might finally put out some papers. But yes, sorry, someone asked me, how did I feel about the raid? It's a good question. How did I feel about the raid? Okay, the first thing I feel about the raid is that, actually, first of all, for anyone that wasn't here last stream, there was a big raid. We should probably start there, shouldn't we? We should probably start there. Last stream, I was there quite happily minding my own business, answering a few psychology questions and then yapping and pretending I was answering the questions. And then, suddenly, out of nowhere, Husmod messages me and is like, hey, your viewership has just suddenly spiked a bit. Are we getting view-botted? And I was like, I didn't even have time to process it, because next thing I know, there is literally thousands of people in the chat spamming perfectly sane, perfectly sane, perfectly sane. Which is actually a very good raid message, I guess, if you're coming to me. That was unintentionally perfect. That made me so happy. It didn't make me happy at the time. I panicked. I panicked so bad. I didn't know that you could have an actual fight or flight response from seeing text on a screen. That's never happened to me before, but that is what happened. I've learned something about myself today. Well, not today. I learned something about myself on Sunday. It's all been one big day ever since. I haven't processed anything. I ceased to exist, actually, and then blinked back into existence for this stream. That is exactly what happened. But yeah, it was actually quite stressful. And my biggest raid before that had been about, I think it had been about 150. And it was from a friend. So it wasn't scary because I knew the community well. Okay, I instantly knew the community really well, and also I'd been warned in advance that this raid might one day happen, and I was like, cool, thank you for letting me know. I think I can cope with that many people. 150 people, I think I can just about cope with that. I wasn't mentally prepared for the 7,000 people. Obviously, okay, looking back, as a psychologist, I'm like, that's super, super interesting that I had a fight or flight response from just seeing number on screen and messages on screen. That's so cool. That's so cool. Also, what the heck? Anyway, I wonder if this is like a common response that people have. Now I want to know, if this is a common response that people have to being raided by a very, very large raid. So that was the first thing that happened. There was the immediate panic. Is it fight or flight response? If you didn't fight or flight, I did fight. You just didn't realize it because it was friendly. Yes, my beans. My beans were... There were so many beans. Let's put it that way. If I was having beans poured all over... No, actually, let's not go down that road. Let's not go down that road, actually. Let's not do that. I think there are moments when neuro-rated people with heart rate monitors and they spike a lot. Yeah, I can imagine. Because it was quite stressful. I'm not going to lie. But it was I was pleasantly surprised by how quickly I adjusted to it. I was very scared. I think you can hear it in the clip and in the VOD. My voice was shaking. I listened, I started watching that Stas clip and I had to stop watching it because I was like, ooh, I sound a bit freaked out. But I think I adapted okay. I feel like after... Harder.
An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub to Creditism.
Creditism, excellent. I haven't discovered the Creditism yet, actually. I said I was going to go down a rabbit hole. I've been doing so many PhD corrections. I haven't managed to yet. So I'm going to save it for after, I'm finished. After I'm finished with my corrections, that's going to be my guilty pleasure, is that I'm going to go down the Crelly rabbit hole. Cowhole? Wait, no. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. I'm going to find out about Crelly. Anyway. Oh, dear. Yeah, it was more than 5K. So what Twitch told me on my end was that it was 7,000 people. I think basically what registers on like the statistics and stuff afterwards though is how many people stay for like at least like a minute or two, right? I don't know the specifics of how the algorithm works, but that seems to be how it works. So what was documented is that about 4,000 people actually stayed for a little while, and like that's terrifying. That's terrifying. Before that raid, like I had been on, well, I think my average was like, it was very variable. Sometimes it would be as low as 25 and sometimes it would be as high as 50. Like that stream that I was doing was actually one of my biggest streams already. And and having that many people suddenly descend was like, ah. It was quite stressful. A multi-month subathon? Unfortunately not. Oh wait, for Cerber? Wait, was this the Cerber subathon? Sorry, I keep seeing things for exactly 3 seconds. December 19th. Oh, everyone's having a full-on conversation and I'm not keeping up. Understandable. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Wait, let me quickly at least say hello to people that have come in. Lord David, hello, hello. Who else is here? Who else is here? Phantom Master Zorro, hi, hi. Welcome back. Thank you, thank you. Guns, hi, hi. Who else is here? Aurora Ghost. I don't think I've said hello to you yet. Pretty sure I'd also panic. It was very scary. Yeah, it was quite scary. But also, like, it could have been worse because I kind of hinted at it. Like, I didn't want to say it too much outright, but like, I wouldn't describe myself as being part of the swarm. But I lurk a lot in Vedal's streams. So I know a fair amount of like Neuroverse lore and the culture around raids and stuff like that. So I think that helped a little bit. Like after the initial panic that I had, which was like a few minutes, I was like, okay, actually I started seeing the patterns and it was the same patterns that I was used to. So I think that made it a little bit better. Like I've been watching Vedal for a disturbingly long time. Like, yeah, I think I mentioned like I I did the bulk of my some terrible PhD annual progress review work in the first subathon, and I was doing a bulk of writing up my thesis in the second subathon, and it was just always there on in the background while I was working. So that's what I mean when I say I've been a lurker, but I'm not really part of the swarm. Like, it's just he was often streaming during the times where I needed background noise, and it was very convenient. But it means that I do accidentally know a fair bit of the lore. Cascada, hi. Most people have panicked and ended the stream before. I've been on one of those streams, actually. I think I remember there was one time where the swarm raided out to I want to say it was someone playing something like Valorant or something. And she was very, very sweet, but she did panic. She panicked and she just ended the stream. And then like I think she didn't know anything about it, and then like 5-10 minutes later she restarted her stream and came back. The Guppy Girl, I genuinely don't remember. I don't remember. The only people that I like actually remember are like obviously the people who are associated with the streams in some way. So like, you know, like Cerber and Minnie and Ellie, etc., etc. But also there was a little while back they raided an Irish streamer and everyone kept calling her British. That was painful but also funny. Because I know the physical pain that causes. Yeah, I know. Also, hi Venus Schnitzel, hi. Sorry, I don't think I've said hi to you yet. Hang on a second. Yes, let me quickly say hello to people. Kelnet, hello. Also, I'm sorry, I responded to the Crellytism gift and I didn't actually thank you for it. Thank you, Anonymous, for that. Crelly has so many so many related subs to redeem. You handled it amazingly. Thank you. I did my best. I did my best. Hi, Oi My Buster, Lonk, and Mr. Galaxy 999. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you all for the follows. Welcome in to the research participation pool. Let's see. New goal: become bigger than Vettel and raid him with 10,000 people. I see it as a challenge. It won't ever happen. Let's be honest. Oh, it won't ever happen. I won't apologize for redeeming the British accent. The time was too good. It was pretty good. Pogu, thank you so much for the subscription. Thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. I really appreciate it. Thank you. And also Cascada, thank you for the follow as well. Thank you. Also, hi Hora, hi. Sorry, hi Horatius, hi. How are you doing? I hope you're good. I hope you're good. I deserve you this. Deserve you this. Goodness gracious. I can't do 2 things at once. There we go. Here's a shout out. This is Horatius. Horatius is absolutely lovely. He's a mental health professional. He does really, really cool educational streams about mental health and psychology. Go and check him out. Go and check out his streams. Horatius, I saw you in the chat, and like there was like you and like a couple of other people that I think spotted something had happened and come in, and seeing those familiar names, it was like such a it was such a relief. Don't underestimate how helpful that was. It was really nice, thank you. And also hi Lane, hi. How are you? I hope you're good. And Mythos, hi. Yeah, and some came in after the Stars clip. Yeah, I did keep streaming afterwards, and Stars, he's too powerful. He got the clip out like while I was still streaming. In fact, I think he actually got the clip out while I was still panicking. So yeah. But yeah, hang on, let me quickly, I'm doing that thing again, except now there's more of you, so now I can't keep up anymore. You're doing great, thank you. Hi Jansbeck, hi. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to read stuff. I'm sorry, I hate this. I need to adjust to this. Staz is a sequel Vector AI? Genuinely, I wonder if he is. I wonder. This is my theory, is that he's secretly an AI. That's why he's so quick. But also, I'm sorry, I'm going to struggle to pronounce this. Is it Nietzsche's mustache? Incredible name. Yeah, knowing the community is generally chill was probably quite helpful. It was very, very helpful, I'm not gonna lie. It was very helpful. Okay, I assume. Eonk or Lonk, I don't know. I can't remember. Sorry, I can't remember how I said your name when you followed, but yes, hello. Yeah, the fact that you found me and then got raided by Neuro is pretty funny. A few people have said that actually. I think I was like already being recommended to a few people for some reason. Twitch just decided today we recommend you. Maybe it was because we had a fairly big raid like a little bit beforehand, and I think maybe that made the Twitch algorithm be like, hello, and then I don't know. I don't know how it happened. It was too perfect that Evil was like being weird, like psychologically quote unquote weird, and then appeared here. Like like it was perfect. Hello Ryu, hi. Hello Cronty Cow. Hello. Cow, did I say hello to you yet? I don't remember anymore. I need to learn how to keep so many names in my head. Fortress Spy, hello. I don't know if I said hello to you yet. I can't remember anymore. Demon Llama, thank you for the lab safety register check-in. Is this everybody now? Is this everybody? I think so. Analog Hacker, hello, welcome in. And hi, Lord T Basil, hi! How are you? I hope you're good. Any streamer that starts talking about Basil, Stas turns up and convinced he has some kind of viewbot that monitors all streams for mentions of Fedel. That's very funny. I do wonder actually how he does it. It's quite impressive. It's quite impressive. I found you because you joined Ellie's Discord and you sounded cool. Yeah, to be fair, I've also been watching Ellie for a very, very long time, but like generally I don't join people's Discord servers unless I have something that I want to talk about. And like a little while back, Shinster, our beloved Shinster, made a clip that was like me and Mylin talking about the beans situation. The beans situation is actually crazy. We were talking about that and like how actually it's kind of relatable. Yeah, the bathroom beans, exactly. We were talking about how it's actually kind of relatable, and then that like people were interested, and then the code bugs found me, and then I was like, that's really nice. I know it's a nice community. I've been lurking in the streams for so long. I'm finally going to be brave and actually talk like in the streams and in the Discord. So it only took like a year and a half. Got there eventually. And that's how I always am. Like I'd get scared. I don't end up talking because I just lurk and I get scared. I'm trying to be a bit better nowadays, but I'm not the best at it. I get anxious. But yeah, Ellie, you know what? Ellie is an absolute star. She is so lovely. I asked her for a bit of advice around like, I'm panicking, what do I do? And she helped me so much, and I appreciate it so much. She is just wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, 10 out of 10. Absolutely wonderful person, honestly.
My
beans. Yes, exactly. And she also likes beans, so what could possibly be wrong with her? She is great. I agree. She's lovely. And the code bugs are all lovely as well. Like I've met so many lovely people through that community. Like other streamers as well. So many lovely other streamers through the code bugs. Incredible stuff. You and Ellie have the same vibe. Timing might work out, but a collab would be lovely. Yeah, I mean, this is the thing, right? This is the reason why I actually don't do many collabs, is that aside from, like, if you look back through my VODs, I think I've done at the most 5 ever in the whole, like, year and a half I've been, well, it's almost 2 years now, goodness. But the whole, like, almost 2 years that I've been streaming. And it's because, like, time zones are really, really difficult to line up, because the most of the people that I naturally would collab with are based in the US. But also there's like the fact I have a really busy job on top of that too. Like it's really hard for me to organize things, and then I say to people like, I want to collab with you, and then my schedule gets really busy again, and then I get really behind on all my messages, and then I don't end up organizing things, and it's a vicious cycle, and I should probably stop doing that, but I don't know how to stop doing that. So yeah. I'm not good. I've got bad executive functioning. Who would have known? I know 2 other VTubers that have a name like that, but you're probably not referring to him. As in Ellie? I mean Ellie Minibot. Yeah. Also, hi Robert Brown, hi, and hi Chidante, hi. Do you think it was Twitch pushing you? Is how Neuro found you? I actually wonder whether, like, because I haven't watched the VOD for it yet, but apparently it was Evil that raided. And apparently, I don't know how the raids work. I don't know if Evil chooses one. Like, I don't know if the twins have the ability to choose who gets raided, or if it's like Vedal choosing. Genuinely, I don't know how it works. I believe they do. Okay, well, if it was automated, then that I can see how that worked. I can see how that worked. They can auto raid from a whitelist. Interesting. Sometimes Vedal scopes people out. Interesting. But like, if it's a new person, I reckon Vedal chose you. That's horrifying. He observes. That's scary. It's not scary. He seems very, very nice, actually. Everyone that, like, I haven't spoken to many people who have spoken to him, but I do know a few. Because I'm also I'm like mutuals with one of his editors. Like, we've known each other for ages, and he says that he's very, very nice. And then yeah, I've heard nothing but good things about Vedal, and I think that kind of comes through in his streams as well, right? Like, I think normally you can tell from someone's streams whether they're chill. He seems very, very chill. No, it's not Joker. I don't know Joker. I don't know if it's a Monomaniac. I don't know if you know Monomaniac, but yeah, he's like, I don't know if he's a regular editor or if he's like a like a support editor for someone else, but I know that Mono does stuff for Vedal at some point. So yeah. Also, sorry, I'm doing a bad job of keeping up with things again. I'm so sorry. Lyther1231, Foxdale, Kennedy Bud, Tristan Forgetter, Artisan Geek, and Defon93. Thank you all so much for the follows. Welcome in to the research participation pool, and the third dot as well. Thank you. Welcome in. You've all signed the informed consent form, so I hope you're ready to take part in some research, because that's what we're going to be doing here. I hope you're ready. Hi, Stars! Hi. He's the long form editor. I see. But yeah, I know Mono. Because Mono... Okay, I swear, VTubing, if you've been doing it for at least a year, everybody seems to know everybody, or know someone who knows someone. Because I know Mono, because Mono is... was... Question mark? Is? Question mark? I think still is. Faye Drosera's short form editor. And Faye is she does like science shorts. So I know her because of that. And she's also good friends with Z. So everything all just loops around. VTubers are all one person. Everybody is all one person. It's so cool how VTubers become such a big friendly community. Yeah, right? I'm so grateful. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really, really grateful. I've met so many cool people through VTubing. I've personally not had any problems whatsoever. I know some people don't. Like, you know, sometimes things go a bit wrong, but I've not had any problems. I'm very, very grateful. So, yeah. Yeah, it's a good community to do citizen science in, right? Right? Time for us to start doing the citizen science, right? Hi, Wacky Brain. Hi. How are you? I hope you're good. And hi, Justin Atto. There we go. We got there eventually. Sorry. Hello, Justin Atto. Science shorts are for when it's too warm for science trousers. Exactly. You know. And Firehill. Hello. Yurafko, did I actually say hello to you yet? Also, I'm sorry. I'm learning. I'm learning to cope with the new to cope with the new chat speed. You're gonna have to cope with me a little bit, to be honest. Like, please just tolerate me for a while, because I will take a while to adjust. Because this is I'm a slow processor in general. Like, I'm slow, so bear with me. Yes. What is citizen science and why does it sound like homework? Citizen science is basically when scientists and non-scientists come together and work on science projects together. So normally you will see it in the context of maybe like ecology or astronomy, basically things where people can collect data even if they're not a scientist. So the scientists will write up a research protocol, they'll get ethics review for it, they will put together some like simple instructions that people can follow, and then they will just let the public go wild and do their thing and collect the data. That's like the kind of like what citizen science generally means is people helping to collect data. But you can also kind of have what's called a participatory model, which is where people from the community that would be involved in collecting that data also are involved in developing the research question. So yeah, basically go forth and do science. Exactly. But like the most participatory citizen science is like, let us as scientists help you to do the science that you need. An example was letting a population take pictures of bugs in their area to make a sample population of species spread. Yeah, exactly. That's a really, really like common example of a citizen science project that happens in quite a lot of countries now, actually. Is like, what birds have you seen? What bugs have you seen? There's also, yeah, in astronomy, you can get like people like amateur astronomers with telescopes in the back garden and make the most of them to basically form an array. And they can do all of the work. They can do all of the work for you. No, they don't do all of the work for you because you get them involved and you can, you know, give them incentives for doing it. Yeah. How much conspiracy theory content have you consumed for your thesis? I don't want to admit it. It's been quite a lot. I basically had to spend the whole first 6 months to a year just like suffering. Just reading all sorts of wacky things. wacky things. It was really something. Sorry, I'm not saying thank you again. I'm sorry. I swear I've actually just like genuinely I have habituated to the sound of the bell from last stream because it was going off again and again and again, and now I can't hear it anymore. I can't hear it anymore. Thank you. Yabuai. No wait. Yabua Ichimao. I hope I've said that right. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But yeah, thank you. You. And Analog Hacker and ES Regnet Blood, welcome in. Thank you all so much for the follows. Welcome into the research participation pool. Why did I just say welcome? Ruh-oh. What on earth? Sounded right enough. Yeah, close enough. Close enough. But yeah, my most interesting conspiracy theory I've seen, I'm not sure.
Evil pulling off the reverse Pavlov. Training a psychologist to ignore a bell.
It's true. She actually did. And if that isn't the most on-brand thing for Evil to do, then I don't know what is. She genuinely did get me habituated to the sound. I'm going to have to change it now, because otherwise I'm going to keep ignoring it. Oh, dear. It's the aliens. No. Yes, conspiracy theories. I've seen a lot of them. Some of them are interesting. Some of them are interesting. I don't know what's my favorite though. There's a lot of them. Depends on how you define my favorite as well. And what interesting. Like, what do you define that as? Thank you for the follow, Wicked Mr. E. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome into the research participation pool. Astronomy is a bit odd in the fact that you can do science on the data that that's already been collected before you even had your idea. Yeah, right? Because there's so many surveys now. There's so many surveys that you can just kind of use the data that's there because it's all made public. Like the publicly funded telescopes make all of their data public. You just need to know what you're doing with it, basically. So, yeah. I'm going to drink some water. There have actually been hydrates and I've been ignoring it and I'm sorry. I can't keep, like I said, I can't keep up anymore. What am I meant to do? Ah! Is this what aging feels like? Oh dear. Yes, thank you for the hydrate. Don't do it. No. Okay, I swear. You've abused it too much now. I'm changing it right now. I'm changing it right now. That's it. You're having your hydrate taken away. This is your fault. Wait, how do I do it actually? Yeah. I'm trying to punish the class and I can't do it. No, stop. 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 Stop it. You're crashing my browser. Stop. Cooldown limit. 5 minutes. There you go. Take that. I've stopped you in your tracks. Why is it still happening? What? Hello? Why is it still happening? Why is it still happening? I stopped it. Why is it still going? Okay, there we go. Okay. No. Okay, I think that one's got a timer on it. I got you. I got you. You've been stopped. What do you think of that? Got ya. I mean, you can redeem the hydrate my message. No, wait, no, not hydrate my message. No. Oh, I'm gonna cry. You've been defeated, but I'm sure you'll find a loophole. Oh dear. Okay, there's also a bunch of people who have been. Yeah, you do. Yeah, exactly. Penetration testing on the redeems. I appreciate it. I've not been saying hello to people. Who have come in? Who's come in? Let's see. Let's see. I'm just going to ignore you all. I'm going to habituate to it like I've habituated to the bell ringing. This is a terrible decision. I'm meant to be experimenting on you, not the other way round. Honestly. I'm going to cry. Oh dear. Anyway, I'm just going to ignore you. If I don't feed into it, then you'll stop doing it. Demon Llama, thank you for the lab safety register check-in.
Hello, this is Zelzurza Salayuris. Congratulations, Psydere, on being rated by Vital987. Your 21 months, 1 year and 9 months of streaming have paid off. The increased viewers and followers could be quite helpful for your 2.0 debut on August 23, 2025 in 11 days.
Thank you, Zawazaz. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much for the 21 bits. Thank you. Yeah, if I forgot to mention it. Thank you for the reminder. Thank you for the reminder. I haven't mentioned it today. Where is this? There we go. Is it this one? There we go. Look, yeah, look, I'm having my 2.0 debut at some point in the oh, hello. Hi, Barking with Birch. Hi, welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. Hi, raiders. Hi. Hello. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid.
Yes,
what were you up to today? Yeah, hi raiders. Hi. Okay, that's definitely a way to redeem the hydrate. Okay, I'll do it. I'll do the hydrate just because you actually, did the bits. Fine. Thank you, Kermie Belladonna. How many bits was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. Thank you for the 10 bits. Thank you. But yeah, Barker with Birch, thank you so much for the raid. If you want to stick around, you can tell us what you're up to. I'd love to hear it. But otherwise, if you need to raid and run, go get some food, go get some water, please absolutely go do it. Please go do it, because looking after yourself is important when you've been streaming. So yeah, thank you so much for the raid. Oh, Oxygen Not Included. Little sciencey game with lots of different stuff to do. That's so cool. I haven't played Oxygen Not Included, and I probably should. I keep hearing it's interesting. Minimum 10 bits for hydrate. I mean, it would get you under control, so yeah. But yeah, sciencey games. I should play more sciencey games, to be honest. I should play more sciencey games. I should do that. Thank you for the bruh. Yeah. Bruh. I forgot. You know what? I'm gonna be so honest. I'm gonna be so honest. When the swarm raided in, I had forgotten that there were like bits based sound alerts. Because people never really used them, because obviously, like, why? I mean, it's funny. Now we might get some use out of them, but I'd forgotten they were there. Because I always say to people, don't spend money on me. That's silly. Don't do that. You have better things to spend your money on, because it's true. But anyway, thank you. I do appreciate it if you do. It's going to go towards science. Oxygen Not Included was a good game, but the developers unfortunately fallen into a bit of a DLC rabbit hole. No! Oh, pain. Okay, right. Okay, I'll come back to chat in a second. Let me catch up with what's been happening. Lab safety register check-in. Has anybody lab safety register check-in after? Yes, they did. So, where do we get to? We got to here. Demon Llama, Swag Lord 316, Phantom Master Zorro, Jansvek, Mythos. Sorry, I'll tell you why I'm laughing in a second. Mythos, John Monoville, Unknown Gamer, Jedi Supperpunk. Hi, Jedi Supperpunk. Hi. Jonas 155, Kennedy Budd, Firehill, InGen 2, and Third Dot. And I think that was everybody. Was that everybody? Thank you all for the lab safety register check-ins. Thank you. I I didn't even realize. I keep forgetting that there's like sound alerts with bits because always just put them there in case anyone ever wanted to use them. I forgot they were a thing. Thank you, 202 also for the thingy, for the sound alert thingy. Also, I think yes. And then thank you. Is it Chinqui? Wait, Quinqui?
An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub to Valkyprin.
Thank you so much for the tier 1 sub to Valkyprin. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Anonymous. What the heck? So many lab contracts. But yeah, Quinn, Capybara-san, oh gosh, Toaon. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not good at this. Offie42, Ejon Fishy, and Glacial Indifference and World Class Syndicate. Thank you all so much for the follows. And Unknown Gamer, thank you for the 10 bits as well. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it. What the heck? Thank you so much. Lazarus Longer, thank you for the tier 1 and World Class Syndicate. Thank you for the 5 gifted as well. Oh my gosh. What the heck? Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. What the heck? And thank you, Telepathos, also for the follow. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. What the heck? Krelly mod? Who's Krelly's mod? I haven't gone down the Krelly rabbit hole yet. Who's the mod? Who's the mod? Who's the mod? What? What? Hi, Skeletones. Hi. And also hi, the pyrocrat. That's it's. There we go. I can see it for once. For once, it's slower than me. Can you believe it? Thank you so much for the sub as well. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, Valkyprint is Krelly's mod. Oh, I see. Okay, so we're still gifting. We're still gifting to Krelly. To the Krellyverse. I will go down the rabbit hole. I promise. I will. Twitch question, why is the hype train not activated? I don't know. It just does its own thing. But please do not spend your money on me. Please do not. I don't need it. I really don't. It will all just go back into the stream. But if you're going to spend money, please do it on my subathon, which is in like a week and a half. Makes more sense to do it then. Raise the timer, etc. I'm sorry though, it is capped. It is capped. So there will be no never-ending subathon. There will be an end to it. I have to go back to work. So yeah, I have to go back to work. Unfortunately, I do in fact have a job. No, not unfortunately. I like my job. Actual question, have you been habituated to the bell ringing or desensitized to it because you've been sensitized to it by streaming? So I was sensitized to it by streaming, and genuinely since the raid, I keep not hearing it now. So I think I have actually habituated to it because of the raid. So yeah. Oh dear. That's where we're at. Oh dear.
Hello, this is Zelzurza Zalayuri's Psydere. Success with streaming take 5 things: talent, skill, persistent, personality, and luck. You had already 4 of the 5 variables: talent, skill, persistent, personality, and with the swarm raid you got the final 5th needed variable: luck.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the 12 bits and for the kind words. I really appreciate it. Thank you. And also thank you for the 5 gifted subs, Anonymous as well. What the heck? Why are you being so nice? Stop it. Thank you. I really, really appreciate it. To be clear, Oh, and like all of it goes straight back into the streams. It will be used for assets and art and stuff like that. And eventually, if we manage to collect enough of a pot, we might be able to use it to do science on stream. Because the ideal thing that I'm going to be so real with you. The reason why I'm doing a subathon is because my PC is old. It's from 2020. Okay. Which is why my PC was struggling so bad during the raid. And I wasn't even playing a game. It's old. It's so old. So I need to upgrade it. So yeah, that's the point of the subathon. So like everything that I get from streams, because obviously like I said, I'm a scientist, I have a job. So it goes back into the streams, it will go into hardware upgrades so that we can actually, you know, play games and stuff, because that's why we don't really play many games apart from really old ones, is because my PC can't cope with it. And then and eventually citizen science. I really, really want to do a citizen science project on stream. And I think if we all work together, we could do something really cool. So yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan. I'll finally be able to play Call of Duty. It's so true. You will get to see my sick 360 quickscopes and you will all be sorry. Relive the glory days. They were not the glory days. Oh dear. Hello MSF Jarvis. Hello, hello. Let's see. Be careful with the time you choose per sub on the subathon so you don't end up at 2k hours. It's going to be capped. I have to go back to my job. I'm taking a week of annual leave, to be honest. I'm taking a week of annual leave so that I can do the subathon, because otherwise I can't do it because I work 9 to 5. I literally just work 9 to 5. Yeah. So annual leave. So you're getting a whole week out of my 4 weeks. So I hope you appreciate it. I hope you appreciate it. I appreciate you all and how supportive you are. And I hope you also appreciate that I'm spending my annual leave on it. Oh dear. We're both in this together. Oh dear. You think it's only going to be a week? It's capped, so it will only be a week. Yeah, always cap your subathons. Also, hi, Almantas. Hi, how are you doing? How are you doing? I hope you're good. I hope you're good. Yeah, no, it's going to be capped because I have to go back to my job. And as supportive and loving my employer is, how brilliant they are, I don't know what they would respond to if I came to work on Monday and was like, hello, I need to do co-working streams. I don't know how they would feel about that. Yeah. If you want a longer subathon, petition the government to extend annual leave. Exactly. Exactly. Oh dear. Hi Kaiju559. Hi. Welcome in. Yes. And thank you for the giant emote. Thank you for the giant emote, Lazarus. Yes, Scamdere. I'm sorry. I am being Scamdere. It's capped. I'm so sorry. But yeah, I've seen what happens to other people with the indefinite timer, and that's fine if you're a full-time content creator, but obviously I'm not. So, you know, I can't do it. I can't do an uncapped subathon even if I wanted to. And also I was there. I've said it already. I'll say it again. I was there on that last Neuro subathon, and at the end of it, Federal sounded like he actually wanted to die. So I'm not really keen on getting myself into that mental place. Oh dear. Very American of you to suspend your paid time off on your side hustle. To be fair, I said 4 weeks because that's like the statutory minimum. My employer's very good. I do actually get 6. So I get 2 weeks off at Christmas. That doesn't count. Which is very, very nice. But it also means that I can afford to use a week on streaming and not feel bad about it because I'm using it, if that makes sense. Like, I'm very, very, very lucky. Very, very lucky. Heading off to a post-stream care, but thank you for letting me raid you. Thank you so much for raiding. I really, really appreciate Barkham with Birch. Thank you.
What if you raised £100,000 sterlings in the subathon? Could you get an grant?
Thank you for the 10 bits, Sarsas. I guess I could actually. I guess I could. Like, I mean, I could apply for grants to do research on stream if I wanted to. We could probably do it. And also thank you for the 10 bits, Lazarus as well. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Sorry, I have an important paper to write with my co-authors chat. Okay, if I said like, hey, can I have an extra week off so that I can do citizen science on stream? As long as it was something that I would publish under my name with my affiliation, they would probably let me do it because it's kind of cool publicity, right? The problem is that I'm not sure if I would want to do that yet. Like, I'm not a VTuber for privacy. I'm a VTuber because I'm autistic and do weird things on camera and I don't want people to see it. But yeah, I'm still not sure how I feel about publishing Psydere related research in my real name. That might be too much. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. It's not impossible. We could do it. I know several streamers who did uncapped subathons and literally never streamed a single time afterwards. You have to be really, like, really, I don't even know what's the word, hardy, I guess. You need to be able to persevere to be able to do an uncapped subathon. It's actually, I can imagine it being so draining. Hi, Glacio Indifference, welcome in. Uncapped subathons are irrational and unhealthy in a lot of cases. Yeah, I mean, I really want to be honest, I kind of want to have a think about like basically like the potential occupational psychology risks, I guess, of doing an uncapped subathon, because it is definitely an occupational hazard to be doing that. Like, there is a reason why most countries have a statutory maximum working out. Well, not most countries, like countries with like labor laws have statutory maximum working hours. And it is because working all the time like that is not healthy, both mentally and physically. So yeah, I really want to have a think about it. And like, maybe I've been thinking about maybe like at some point trying to like pull together some like basic guidelines so that streamers that are doing subathons can have some like self-care tips basically. I'd want to like find other people with expertise that fills the holes that I don't have. Wait, you know what I mean? The expertise holes. Yeah, I want to find people that like could plug those gaps, because I don't know much about mental health. I do know about workplace well-being. I don't know much about like the physical effects it can do. I do know about the mental effects it can do. So, well, like well-being in terms of not like clinical mental health. I don't know if that makes any sense. But like I have a very, very specific area of expertise that I could be able to contribute to those kinds of guidelines. And yeah. I think there's probably a lot of things that I would need help with. So I'd probably have to reach out to someone like Ed to be like, can I borrow your clinical psychology expertise, please? Can the overflow be converted into the extending the hour video we're owed at a 60-to-1 conversion? No. I will record that eventually, and you're all going to regret it. And I feel so sorry for the people on my YouTube channel that originally subscribed for like interesting psychology takes and ended up getting a mixture of interesting psychology takes and me complaining about academia and also just the most random nonsense that they have ever seen that is vaguely science themed. I am so sorry for them. They're like, what did I get myself in for here? What's happened? Oh dear. Oh no. Yeah, I do already give fellow scientists my business cards. I do actually. I do. I wonder if you could publish a Psydere, but with your current affiliation. I could do, but then that inherently doxes my employer. And then that in turn makes it very obviously me, because my employer is not it's not a university, and there are only so many non-university. Well, it's not massive, you know. Like it's a independent research institute basically. So it's not massive. Yeah. Some behind the scenes stuff. The actual timers we use, absolutely miserable pieces of tech, very unreliable. Better to just do a here's how much time we have, get your subs in. Yeah, honestly, the way that I'm thinking about it is that like want it to be set up so that like it does, like things do add things to the timer, because I do think that makes it interesting. But I think I would probably focus more on the goals than anything else. Yeah. And also thank you, Alpha Set. Thank you, Beans on Pizza and Black Fires. Thank you all so much for the follows. Welcome into the research participation pool. You've signed the informed consent form. You've just agreed to do some research, and also Just Plebs. Thank you for the follow as well. Beans on Pizza was my favorite username out of those, though. Just Plebs is pretty good. Beans on Pizza, you've caught my attention.
Technically, but don't doctors in country with labor laws surpass the maximum working hours, so is it's not technically in suggestion, rather and truly equally enforce law.
So some countries have like a hard cap. Other countries will let people opt out, basically. So they will say like, oh yeah, you can work. I think the UK works like this, if I remember correctly. I think the UK says that you shouldn't really work more than 48 hours, and your employer can't make you work more than 48 hours unless you sign an agreement which explicitly says that you can and will go over that. And then they can ask you to do all the hours. So don't do that. That's not good. It's not healthy. But yeah, I think that's normally how it works. I'm not a labor laws expert though. Osmod's work is capped at 144 hours per week. It's true. It's true. As long as he's awake, he's always working because he has to deal with me. Let's be honest. Sorry, Osmod. Sorry, Osmod. Oh, dear. Also, what is a subathon either? And I've witnessed several and still don't know. Do you just stream all day until the timer runs out and then have goals that and then up the timer when the money comes? Basically, yeah, that's basically what it is. So it's like a streaming event where every time somebody subs to the channel, or gifts subs or uses bits or stuff like that, the timer in the corner goes up and they have to keep streaming that length of time. So yeah, and then normally there'll be goals to kind of like actually motivate people to keep doing it. You'll do fun stuff on stream. Mine, because like there's a lot of goals that I wanted to set. I originally
Can I bother you to do a stream or video dissecting the disastrous psychology of Krelly and maybe the other backtubers?
Thank you for the 69 bits. Thank you, Signwave Move. I could at some point, but like I said, I haven't actually gone down the Krelly rabbit hole yet. And I think if I was going to be, first of all, I want to vet the clips in advance because I want, like, my streams are safe for work, right? So if there's too many adult jokes, then I would be like a bit confused and distressed because my employer is my actual boss follows my Twitch channel. So yeah, I will need to vet them. Yeah, so I want to like do a bit of research into it before I go down that rabbit hole, but I don't really know much about any of it. So yeah. Because like I said, I've been really busy for like the last few months, like finishing up my thesis. So yeah, we want to do it on stream. Maybe we could do it in the Discord at some point. That might be more palatable. maybe we could do an event in the Discord at some point, perhaps. Potentially. Does your boss like VTubers? My boss is not specifically. I don't think my people at work watch streams generally. However, I do know that my boss's spouse does watch streams because because for some reason, I can't remember the context. For some reason, I do remember the context, but I won't say what it is because it's too specific. We ended up talking about the Isle of Jersey, and then we ended up being, they were like, oh yeah, my spouse likes a Twitch streamer who lives there. And I was like, oh, is that Yogscast Sips? And they were like, how did you know? I was like, there is literally one streamer on the whole of that island. Yeah. Do you have a trusted moderator who could vet the clips for or with you? I mean, me and Husmod could do it together. I've just realized there's loads of you that aren't aware of Husmod. We've been talking about Husmod, and you're like, what's going on? Husmod is something stochastic in chat. Husmod, say hello. Say hello in chat right now. I can't see it. Are you paying attention? There he is. There he is. That's Husmod. Husmod is my my moderator, the head moderator, but he's also my husband. My actual in real life husband. Yes. So we could vet the clips together, like literally physically together. That would be cool. Yeah, that's a potential. That's a potential.
Vetting Crelly clips is a requirement if you're showing them on stream, but off stream there are so many you'd still need a curated list.
Noted, noted. Thank you, V3 Bolts, for the 100 bits. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, okay. I'll talk to Husmod and we'll work it out. We could just watch them together at some point, to be fair. We could just spend an evening just binging clips and then pulling together a playlist. That would be quite funny. Nico, hi! Hi, how are you? How are you doing? How are you doing? I hope you're good. I volunteer to vet clips. The less safe for work, the better. I don't trust you, Kleeper. I don't trust you. Yeah, I didn't see you yet. Yeah, I know. You're here for Husmod. I know. Everybody's always here for Husmod. Everybody's always here for Husmod. I keep mentally translating Husmod as house courage. That's so valid. That's so valid. But yes, Husmod stands for husband moderator. He is the husband moderator. And yes, he watches over everybody, and I'm pretty sure that everybody's here more for him than they are for me, actually. So, yeah. Hi, Dog Rex. Hi. How are you doing? I hope you're good. I hope you're good. How are you doing? What did I do? I'm literally so say-so. Kleeper, I saw you harassing Mylon in their stream the other day. I was lurking in that stream, by the way. I was lurking. I saw what you were doing. I don't normally say things in chat, but I'm there. I'm always there. If I because I can't normally because I'm working or working on my PhD or something. So I normally can't. But I'm always there. I see all. I'm so sorry. I mean, at least you finally managed to clear your name of the allegations, TM. You finally cleared your name. I'm gonna clip that explanation. I'm gonna make a nice edit of it, and then you can put the edit on your YouTube channel, and everybody will have a formal record of why the allegations are false. Yeah, it's helpful. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. She's always there studying us. Yeah, I'm always there studying us, studying all of you. But then if I'm not studying all of you, then I'm just studying in general. I'm still doing edits on the PhD. What allegations? Don't worry about it. Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't question it. It's fine. There's no allegations. There's no allegations. Psydere stars without the clipping. I'm not powerful enough. I'm not powerful enough. I could never. I could never. Gotta lock up the lab and head to personal training. If you're still on when I get home, I'll bounce back. You get the chapters done. Thank you, Bobo. You can do it. You can do it. Have a good time at PT. You can do it. Thank you. I'll get the chapters done. It's fine. They'll be fine. The next one doesn't require too much actually the next two don't require too much editing, so I could probably actually get them done fairly quickly. Yes, always watching. It's a threat. It is a threat. Look at me, I'm threatening. I'm very, very threatening. Oh dear. Maybe one day I will actually be threatening. Also, thank you for the giant emote as well, spooky one. Thank you, thank you. Do you want to make a Discord channel or thread or to suggest clips? We could do one. We could do we have a suggestions channel in Discord. It's a forum called Peer Review. You could set up a thread in there. Thank you for the follow,
Hello,
Robot
this is
Shiva 96.
Zala Psydere, could you technically have an exemption from only SFW, if you could prove its serve and possible benefit to the study of psychology by researching the vtuber industry, vtubing community, since some aspect of vtubing are inherently NSFW, sorter when you deal with vtuber, viewer parasocialism.
That is true. That is true, to be fair. Thank you for the 12 bits also. That is true. I could probably use that as an exemption. It's more just like I don't really want to, if that makes sense. It's just not it's not really my thing. It's more just that, to be honest. It's more just that. Yeah. Yeah. Because like I want to be accessible. And also like the rules at the minute are like, you know, realistically anyone can watch the stream. Anyone can watch the stream. I don't care what age you are. If you're old enough for TOS, then I don't care. Talking in chat, I have a preference for people that have at least a basic high school education, just because I find it a bit easier to interact with people on, like, if they ask me questions about psychology, I just find it a little bit easier that way. But it's not really a requirement necessarily. But either way, the fact that I'm pretty sure there's at least one person under the age of 18 who's a regular viewer. So I don't want to. Yeah. I don't want to. Yeah. Because I like people just being able to just join. Yeah. More threatening than the Illuminati. Yes, the Psydere is very threatening. I agree. Thank you for the 10 bits. And also, hi, Silver Wizard. Hi. Is this channel part of actual scientific research? I'm new and confused what we do here. Yeah, I mean, I'm a psychologist. I have a PhD in social psychology. I'm literally just finishing up the edits on my thesis so that I can submit it like in the next week or two. And we don't do scientific research yet, but I would like to. That's the ultimate goal, is to one day be able to save up enough money so that we can do an ethics board review, and then we can do a study together on stream, like design it on stream, do the ethics application, and then once we've got it, I can say to you all like, hey, go out, give people this. We'll probably end up having to do a survey, let's be honest. Like, let's do the survey. Like, go out, give it to people, get them to do the survey. Maybe if I can, get other content creators on board to like share it with their communities too. And then, yeah. And then analyze the results together and write up the paper that we do together. That's like my ultimate goal. That's my ultimate goal. Maybe even present the findings at a conference. That would be fun. If I could get a conference to agree to let me stream a conference presentation of a study that we've all done together, that would be incredible. Yeah. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Anyone could be watching. It's true. It's true. Do you think it would put you in Twitch's sites? What, doing like reviewing like not safe for work stuff? Not really. I think that the terms of service are pretty clear. But it's not just about the terms of service, it's also about personal preference, to be fair. So I think it's probably something that we would do in the Discord where people can't where it's harder for people to just stumble across it if they're not old enough to know about it, you know? Yeah, that's my thinking. I've done pilot studies with chat. That's so cool, Nico. You've done so many cool things with your chat. Let me give you a shout out. Wait. There you go. There's Nico. Nico is, well, if I remember correctly, your PhD is technically in like cognitive science, right? But he's an AI researcher and he does some really, really cool stuff with chat and AI sometimes. Like, I remember one time you got your AI to like make a website. That was so cursed. But also, you've been doing some like Minecraft streams and stuff like that as well recently, haven't you? So there's that. You've been doing some art stuff sometimes. So yeah, I like Nico. Nico's streams are really chill. I really enjoy them. One of my favorite to once again lurk in. So yeah, I enjoy lurking. I'm a lurker. It's me. I'm the lurker. Oh dear. Let's see. Chat yearns for data points. Exactly. Yeah, the TOS are clear. It's just the way they enforce them is sometimes completely random. I wouldn't say it's completely random. I think the issue, from what I've seen, was more that the way that they worded their agreement for Twitch partners meant that it was actually really hard to terminate them. And I think they recently actually amended their TOS so that they can terminate like even partners. So it might be applied a bit more consistently now. We'll see. But I agree, like sometimes you look at it and you're like, what? Other times I look at it and I'm like, yeah, that's really obvious why you've been banned. Silly sausage. You silly sausage. Can't wait to be a research specimen. Let's go. Let's go. Although, fair warning, Silver Wizard, I may be educated. That doesn't mean I'm smart. I got that PhD through sheer determination. There's not a single brain cell working, to be honest. And also, hi, Ollie NXE, Anna Frey, and Tony the Baloney. Incredible. Thank you all so much for the follows. Welcome into the research participation pool. Let's go. The well-known for banning VTubers for doing things that regular streamers do every day. Yeah, I know that there is a little bit of a... It does seem like there's a bit of a bias, at least anecdotally. I don't know the data on it. I don't know how you would get data on that, you know? It must be possible to get data on it, but I don't know how you would do it. But it must be possible. It must be. Yeah. And thank you, Azila. Thank you for the follow as well. Welcome in. I think fully reading the TOS is the 49th of the 50th 50 responses on the autism test. It probably. Probably. I mean, if I'm like streaming on a platform, I want to make sure that I am doing it properly, ? Like, I don't want to be doing anything inappropriate, even by accident. So I read through it. Like, I don't know. I want to read the terms and conditions of the contracts I sign, you know? Maybe. Is that weird? Is that weird? I don't know if that's weird. Oh dear. Yeah, that Twitch does also like making examples of people sometimes. Yeah, but then I think YouTube's just as bad because I know multiple people who have had their YouTube channel just randomly taken down. So I wouldn't say YouTube's any better. Both of them have their pros and cons. But I think by and large, like if you're a safe for work streamer, you're probably fine, you know? Like you're the type of person that they actually kind of want to encourage on the platform from what I've seen. So yeah. Because like we know a few people that have like, you know, they're cool. They're cool. Backer. Yeah, it's me. I'm the backer. You don't know the horrors of TikTok's moderation? I actually don't. I don't know the horrors of TikTok's moderation and I'm scared to ask. You need to go? Please go, Jansvek. I'm giving you permission to leave the lab. You may go. Thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate you stopping by. I appreciate it. YouTube is governed by the algorithm gods. We do not question our AI overlords. Yeah, but the thing is that I know people that have had their channels taken down for literally nothing. And then they go back to YouTube. They finally get in contact with them. And then they're like, oh yeah, no, there was no reason. And it's like, huh? At least Twitch like kind of gives you a reason. But also I feel like getting banned on Twitch, or like temporarily banned on Twitch, it seems like it's a rite of passage almost. And like it's it almost seems like it's a marketing tactic for some people. And like you'll probably get your channel back unless you're doing something really, really egregious, like, you know, streaming very, very not safe for work content, or streaming something that's just straight up copyrighted, like restreaming a TV broadcast or something. Like those things will get you banned. But for the most part, you just get a temporary ban. Like, yeah, the vacation, exactly. So you come back. So I think you know, I mean, obviously it's easy for me to sit here and say this, because if I were to get temporarily banned on Twitch, it's like, okay, I'll just go back to my job for 2 weeks or whatever. But like, you normally come back from Twitch, whereas people that I've seen on YouTube, they actually just get their whole channel deleted. It's just gone. And then they have to spend weeks harassing like YouTube support to even try and get a response. So yeah. Yeah. You must be somewhat smart if you completed a PhD. I'm meh. Meh. I'm stubborn. I'm just stubborn. Hi, Killermitten. Hi. Welcome in. Mylan referred me. Let's go. Oh, we love Mylan. They're my parent. They made my model. Yes. Welcome in. Who has time to read TOS? Well, me, apparently. I did it before I started, though, to be fair. I did it before I started. Like, before I started streaming, I read the whole Twitch TOS. And then I also read I found a copy of the affiliate agreement, and I read that too. Because I was like, I ain't signing something that I'm not sure about. Yeah, you do find some interesting things if you read TOS. You do. Yeah, I read the terms and conditions. I'm sorry. I'm such a disappointment. I'm sorry. Oh dear. This is why I'm self-hosting a streaming platform for any content that might be unfavorable. That's smart. That's smart. Big brain. False positives taking away my livelihood, my beloved. I mean, I guess it's kind of like having a false positive of like a research, like an investigation into research fraud or something, right? It's kind of like that. So that would be kind of bad, but at least you generally get put on paid leave even when you do research for suspected alligated. That's not the right word. Alligator. Okay. When there is alleged research fraud, we got there eventually. Goodness gracious. Thank you for the follow, Crispy Taco 21, Epic Kitty, and Swift Chance. Thank you all. Welcome into the research participation pool. Welcome. Race the ban timer. Please don't. Goodness. Would you miss us? I would. Of course I would miss you. If I got banned, of course I would. But I would also just still be active I'd probably be more active in the Discord, actually. Or maybe I would just like edit my entire backlog of like VODs and stuff. I would just go back and edit loads of stuff if I got banned. I'm going to get my PhD in psychology too someday. I'm also stubborn, so that's encouraging. You can do it. You can do it. I believe in you. If I can do it, you definitely can. I'm going to be so real with you. I didn't even like intend to do a PhD. I just fell into it by accident. Genuinely, I just fell into it by accident. But I'm glad that I did, because I really enjoyed it. It's been very fun and very cool. Yeah. It's been fun. Let's see. Can we hire your services to explain the T's and C's for us? No. I'm just going to read it myself. Just because I read it doesn't mean I understood it. Me with every research paper ever. Dr. Alligator is a fine man and he's never been suspended. Discord streaming scene is blooming. Is it actually? Sorry, I had to like gremlin sit on my chair. I've been sitting normally for too long and now I felt uncomfortable and I had to gremlin sit instead. I apologize. I apologize. Oh, you got a master's in clinical psychology for applied research, but you're in that weird transitional phase of, okay, now what? That's such a mood. I was permanently in that phase like the entire time I was in education because I kept doing stuff and then being like, oh, this is kind of interesting, and then not wanting to do it as a job. So I feel that, but you will get there. You will get there. I took a degree by accident, casually humble bragging. It's not a humble brag. I didn't know what else to do with my life. That's not a humble brag. It's not a humble brag. Unshrimping is bad for you. It's not true. It's not true. I need to stop. Someone pointed out the other day, I say it's true a lot. I need to stop saying that because I'm probably spreading misinformation. It's not true. Stop shrimping. Thank you for the hydrate, Mr. Herald. Thank you. And also, thank you, said Victor. Hi. Night Ghost, Kevin, and Commodore for the lab safety register check-ins. Hello, hello. I hope you're good. Did anyone else do it and I wasn't paying attention? Let's see. And also Ashan, hi. And did I say hi to you yet, that red panda? I think I did. I processed that you were there, but I actually don't remember if I said hi to you. And also Tomcat, hi. Welcome in. And Gallagher, hi. And Scoosh, I don't think I've seen you yet. Hello. Yes. De-shrimpify your back, yes. I need a massage to de-shrimpify my back, I think. But if you earned it, I think we get the rights to humble brag. Yeah, I mean, that's true. I did earn it, I guess. You could argue that, I suppose. Yeah, we had to, well, we didn't have to. I chose to. I chose to put a timer on things. But I am not shrimping anymore. It's fine. It's fine. You said hi to a red panda, but not that red panda. Ah, I see. I see. I'm sorry. I can't cope when there's two of them. I can't. Well, I mean, Nico's not the panda, though. Nico's not the panda. That's the AI. The AI is the panda. So I didn't say hi to the AI. I didn't say hi to Panda. I said hi to Nico. Actually... I won't be slandered like this. You don't know that is true. Nico could be an AI. We would never know. We would never know. I've been here 45 minutes and checked in, not hindsight. I'm sorry, spooky one. I've even thanked you for stuff and I've been responding to your messages and I swear I do it every time. I just respond to your message because you come straight in. You don't say hi. You just enter the conversation and then I just, it's like you were always here. Maybe I just assume that you're here. This is terrible. I should stop doing that. Could you please tell me what we're going to do with the 75 rubber duckies?
Alas, would love to watch today, but I got to sleep. All the best to you and everyone.
Thank you so much for the resub, Solitari. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Yes, go to sleep. Go to sleep. You should sleep. Thank you for joining us, though. Thank you for stopping by. Go to sleep, though. Yeah, what are we going to do with the 75 rubber ducks? Someone bought... Apparently there were 75 rubber ducks on the throne. And someone bought it. And now we're going to have 75 rubber ducks in our tiny apartment. And, oh, wait. Is it Weta or Veta? Vetaquaz? Quetavaj? I don't know. Veta... I'm sorry, I don't know how to say your name if you're around. But thank you so much for the Prime sub. Veta Kvaj. That's how my head is telling me to say it, but it might be wrong. I'm sorry. Thank you so much for the Prime sub. I really appreciate it. Oh yes, Nightmind asked me to add them. I see. That's why I was confused and had forgotten about them. Yeah, we're gonna have 75 rubber ducks. Are they tiny? I don't know. I don't know. But I found out from my own Twitter account because I saw it tweeted automatically that someone had bought me rubber ducks. And I was like, I see. Out of the things that you could have got me, like, I understand it's very funny and I very much appreciate the ducks and I'm going to work out what I can do with them. I will do something with them. But you could have bought me the beans, you know? There's beans right there. Alas, I will never acquire my beans. This is so sad. This is so sad. Buy them little lab coats. That would be so cute. That would be so cute. The first German pronunciation is correct. Okay, Wetterquarz. Cool. Cool. I think I got it right. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, my beans. Except they're not my beans because I don't have any. I have no bean. I have not a single bean to my name. It's very sad. I do actually have like 17 cans of beans in the cupboard actually, but you know, that's fine. It's fine. Fake Brit, I know, it's terrible, isn't it? It's terrible. Runic Fiend, did I say hi to you yet? I don't know if I did. Hello, thank you for the lab safety register check-in. And also, hi, Young Lord. Hello, hello. How are you both doing today? How are you doing? Lab coats and giving them out is a genuinely good idea. We could give them out. Yeah, we could give them out. Me and Hosmod were debating whether we should give them out to people at Vexpo. Because I'm going to Vexpo. I'm going to Vexpo.
Bathroom beans.
Yes. Thank you for the 100 bits. Yes. Yes, bathroom beans. I could in fact have bathroom beans, but I do not have any bathroom beans because my bathroom is too small probably to do anything. Yeah. But yeah, we're thinking about giving out the rubber ducks. Tape your business card to them. That's a good idea. I could do that. I could just put them around with a business card on the bottom and see what people think. Give them to Mylan so they can make a video explaining fate lore with them. What? That would be a long video because everything that I know about fate lore is that it just doesn't stop. You think that you've learned all of the lore and then there's more. Yes, that's my experience with it. Rubber ducks learning psychology, yeah. I mean, I would definitely keep at least one of them. Maybe I would. I'm definitely also going to give one to Husmod for him. Maybe I would. Maybe I will set aside 4 of them for the lovely people that jumped in as panic mods, who are who are still roped into it. And maybe we will give the rest out of Expo. I had to submit a fake foot question to stop them. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Just showed up, don't worry. Hope everything's been fine. It's been good, thank you, Renic Fiend. It's been good. Things were very stressful last stream. I can't remember if you were there. I'm sorry, I've blanked out the whole time. It was very stressful, but in a good way, you know? It was overwhelming and stressful, but fun. But also scary, but also good, but also scary. Yeah. But yeah, things are good. Thank you. Thank you. Doing all right. Had a 10-hour shift and now playing Risk of Rain with friends. Let's go. I hope you're having fun. I hope you're having fun. I hope work wasn't too tiring. I've heard programmers are quite fond of rubber ducks. They are indeed. They are indeed. I also am. I do, in fact. Well, I don't have a rubber duck that I rubber duck with. I have an octopus instead. Yes. Hi, Mayahan. Hi. Welcome in. Welcome in. I hope you're good. I hope you're good. Anything to declare at customs? 75 ducks. You're getting some kind of extended search. Yeah, it's true. One time I went on holiday. Well, I didn't go on holiday, actually. I went to a conference. This makes it even more embarrassing. I actually went to a conference with my advisor and a bunch of other people from my university department. We went to this conference. We traveled to mainland Europe for it. And I really liked the food there. So I had I had like just hand luggage, but I had a small little suitcase. And I filled it up on the one side. I packed everything that I needed on the one side, for the actual, it was all in one side. My stuff, all in one side. Managed to pack it all in, all my clothes, all my toiletries, etc. So I had a half of a suitcase empty. And then I filled it with snacks. Because I was like, I like the food in this place. I'm taking it back with me, which I think is reasonable. However, we then got off the plane at the other end and walked down the, down through the baggage reclaim. And what do I see there? there's a sniffer dog. There's a sniffer dog. And I'm like, oh no. Sweats nervously. I have a bag full of snacks. That's going to attract the dog. Yes, sniffer. Yes, sniffer dog. It's going to attract the dog, isn't it? I'm like, just play it cool, and maybe the dog will ignore me. You know, just play it cool. I don't have anything suspicious in my bag anyway. There's no reason why this dog would come over. So I'm like, okay, I'm with my advisor. I'm with my people from my department. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. And then I get a bit closer, and then I see it's a dog in training, and I'm like, oh no. It's not been trained to ignore food yet. No. No. And what do you know? I walked over past the dog and it sniffed at my bag, and then it got excited and started pawing at my bag. And then I had to stand there and open my bag in front of my advisor. And it was like literally filled to the brim with 72 different types of vegan chocolate. So, yeah. Yeah. Oh, I got attacked. It was worth it, I agree. Hi, Tayu! Hi! How are you? Welcome in, welcome in. How are you doing? I hope you're good. Don't have anything suspicious, only 20 kilograms of licorice. If I ever go to Sweden and I can find some like gelatin-free salted licorice, I'm gonna bring back so much of it. You won't be able to stop me. Also, Memento bra, incredible. Solaxed, Jason Diddley. Nairan, Pyvex, Shirk, and Zealous Ether. Thank you all so much for the follows. Welcome in. Sorry, I was mid story time, so I can't do two things at once. I can't process the people's names and also the story. I have to. If I'm locked in, I have to finish it. But yes, thank you all so much for the follows. Welcome into the research participation pool. Hi, Shirk. Hi. Yeah, welcome in. Finland is the place for licorice, is it? I thought they were all the place for licorice, you know? But I really want some. I like salted licorice, and everyone tells me that's weird, but I'm like, well, it's good. That's why it's popular over there. And then everyone's like, tastes weird. Yeah, chat slowed down. We're back to a somewhat manageable pace. No more perfectly sane. Although that will haunt me in my dreams forever. So that's good. So I think Evil got what she wanted. The main suspicious thing is the can of beans. It's true. I did actually bring back a can of beans, I think, if I remember correctly. So yeah. No, it wasn't a can of beans. It was like, it wasn't tofu, but it was kind of similar to tofu, basically. It was like bean sausage. That sounds weird. But that's what it was. Did you get to keep the chocolate? I did get to keep the chocolate. I did. People used to become unfathomably wealthy bringing non-British food back to Britain. It's true. I'm just following in the footsteps of my ancestors, clearly. Although that's not true, because my ancestors were the ones that were in workhouses eating gruel and bread with arsenic in it. So, you know. If anyone's ever like, why are the British like this? That's why. It's because most of us, you know, our ancestors had genetic damage done to us because of the lead and the arsenic in our bread and gruel. So, yeah. Yeah. Oh dear. That's where we're at. Hi, Tofu. Don't eat me. Oh dear. I promise I won't eat you. You are toxic, Tofu, to be fair. Although, saying that, following in the footsteps of my ancestors, if it were to be toxic due to a high lead or arsenic quantity, maybe. How are you? I hope you're good. Oh dear. Being the birthplace of the Industrial Revolution will do that. Yeah. Yummy. Filling up our bread with things that can't be eaten. Oh dear. I poke fun at British food, but you guys were onto something with beans on toast. It is pretty good. It is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Sulfuric acid? Okay, yeah, no, definitely not that. So we're very busy these days in chat. This is amazing. Yeah, tofu. Tofu. Okay, after your raid yesterday, thank you so much for that as well, by the way. After your raid yesterday, do you know who neuro-sama is? Wait, also, let me do this also. There you go. Shout out for Tofu. Tofu gave us a raid. Not yesterday. Sorry, everything's blurring all together. Tofu gave us a raid before the Vedal raid. So please go follow Tofu. She's a science communicator. She's a physics lecturer, and she does really cool educational streams. So please go follow her if you're interested in physics. But yeah, you got to discover them. Let's go by the tweet. Yeah. So yeah, that was what happened. Neuro-sama raid. Well. Neuro-sama raided in, basically. That was what happened. And then there were 7,000 people here and I cried a little bit afterwards. I might have cried a little bit afterwards. Yeah, followed. Let's go. But yeah, sulfuric acid. I've got bad experiences with various kinds of acid. I once nearly accidentally killed 30 people with hydrochloric acid. So yeah. Yeah. A lot of things to criticize the UK for, but anyone who criticizes beans on toast has no logical grounding for their criticism. It's true. It's genuinely a good meal. Beans and wheat together, I do believe, form a complete protein. So I don't like the negativity. Yeah. Yeah. How? Almost killed 30 people. Nearly killed 30 people or killed nearly 30 people? Nearly killed 30 people. I didn't actually kill them in the end, so that's good. I think I've told this story. No, I have told this story before, but I will tell it again because it is terrible. It's terrible. I'm not gonna lie. Also, thank you for the follows. Thank you for the follow, Orgrol, Dapslow, and Mohammed Penguin, and Waffle What. Thank you for the follows. Welcome in. And Orgrol, hello. Thank you so much for the Prime sub. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So, let me tell you about the hydrochloric acid incident. So basically, when I was in school, do I have to tell the police? No, I don't have to get the police in to tell this story. It's fine. It's fine. Nobody actually died. Nobody was injured. I think it's fine. So basically, we were doing a practical in my chemistry class at school. However, for some reason, like they were like, oh, this is A-level chemistry. We want to get you ready. We want to get you ready for the real science that you'll do at university if you study chemistry. So we went to a university to do our practicals, okay? We had to do practical exams. And we went to this university to do the practicals. And it was a very nice lab. You know, it was a proper teaching lab. They had like loads of really good fumigators, etc. Really nice, expensive university equipment. And they had an entire class of, I said it was 30. I think it was more actually, because it was all of the chemistry classes. So it might have been 60. It might have been 60. Yeah, it was 60. Oh dear. Okay, that makes it even worse. So there were 60. There were 60 students there, all doing their chemistry A-level practical exam. And I was there too, because I was one of the students. Can you believe it? I was, in fact, a child once. So, we go in, we get told, okay, this is the equipment you're using, this is how you use it safely. You know, don't do anything silly. And we're all like, okay. Now, unfortunately, I'm autistic. And that means sometimes my brain and my hands don't connect up. And I sometimes accidentally like throw things when I don't mean to. I try and place it down and then it just like smashes. Things like that happen to me. So I was already a bit nervous. And I did, in the process of, you know, building up to this incident, I did break 3 different things, including like an industrial level distiller. I smashed the like, I don't remember what it was, like the chamber thing. I smashed the chamber thing and they were like, please stop touching things. And I was like, okay. So they put me with a lab partner. That nobody else had lab partners. It was just me. I just had the lab partner because I was too clumsy. How? I don't know. I genuinely swear I just touched it and it just exploded. I have no words for how it happened. But yeah, they put me with a lab partner because they were like, we can't trust this one. She's dangerous. So they put me with a lab partner. My lab partner is Psydere. For this next thing, we need hydrochloric acid. Please go and get the 0.01 mole hydrochloric acid, because that's the thing that we're authorized to use as high school students. And I was like, okay, no problem, no problem. And then I went over and I found the hydrochloric acid, and the label was like a little bit like smudged, but you know, I was like, it's this one, it's on the right shelf, right? So it can't possibly be anything else. I went and got it, brought it back, and I just, you know, stood back and watched. And then they did it. They did the experiment that they had to do. And it started, the reaction was going a bit faster than we were expecting. So we started panicking a little bit, and I was like, oh no, I'm gonna, like, you stay with this, put the fumigator hood down, don't touch anything. I'm gonna go get rid of whatever this stuff is. And then I was panicking. I was like, I don't know what to do with it. So I tipped it down the sink. And then I turned on the tap. And the next thing that I know, there is a massive cloud of chlorine gas poofing up, and the alarms start going off, and everyone is like, oh no, where's panicking? Ah, what do we do? And the lab techs are like, everybody get out, get out, get out. You know, orderly, walk, don't run, walk, don't run, go. And then we all shuffled out and left. And then we're all outside, you know, waiting for the alarms to stop, waiting for the room to defumigate. And they come over and they're like, lads, you are meant to be using the 0.01 mole acid. You did not use that. It was at least 1. I don't remember how chemistry works. It might have been 1 mole, it might have been 10 mole. Either way, it was like on the end of the shelf, the far end of the shelf that we were not meant to touch. It was the strongest one that they had, the strongest preparation. It was in a special beaker and everything. And we were not meant to touch it. And I had touched it. I had picked it up and used it. Yes, I'd used the strongest potion, exactly. And they were like, you can't handle the strongest potion. And I was like, well, I'm gonna use it anyway, apparently. And then I accidentally melted the piping because I tipped it down the sink and the pipes weren't ready for it. So that was how I single-handedly probably caused about £10,000 worth of damage at a university and nearly killed a class of 60 people. And also, should I mention I did actually fail my chemistry A-level? Unrelated. Yeah. That's why I'm not allowed in wet labs. That's why I became a psychologist. Not allowed in wet labs. Hi, Kosiak. Hello. This is the first interesting time to join the stream, and also Fusio. Hello. Yeah, it was like 100 times stronger than we were meant to use. So yeah, it was not great. It's really their fault for letting an A-level student get an arm's length of it. It's true, actually. I agree. Why was it in there? That is not OSHA compliant. Not OSHA compliant at all. Oh dear. The highest concentration of hydrochloric acid typically sold is a 37% WW solution. Oh, weight for weight solution, which is approximately 12 moles. Okay, well, this was about 10, if I remember correctly. I've always questioned myself because I think I misread, like, something about the dot. For some reason, I think my brain processed it backwards, and I was meant to get the, like, 0.1 maybe, or the 0.01, and I picked up the 1.0. And my brain just didn't work in the way that it was meant to be doing at that point. But yeah, that was a thing that happened. Also, hi, Datsan. Hi. No potion seller to dissuade you from using the strongest potion. I know, it was terrible. It was terrible. I didn't need the strongest potion, and I should have been actively stopped. Yeah. There's going to be an ad in a second. So I am going to go and get a bit more water because it is very, very warm today. And yeah, I'll be back in a few minutes. Thank you, everybody. See you in a second.
My beans! Ah!
Hello, I'm back. I have acquired water, which makes me happy because it's warm. And I need to be diluted, just like the acid. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Hydrate, thank you, thank you. Hi Tamarin, hi, welcome in, welcome in. I hope you're good. I hope you're good. And also, I'm sorry, I was doing that thing. I was going off on a thing again. S, Artificer, Turbo Todd 2K, Dat Boy, Just Panga, the AV, Rasael. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. Nibble Nippler and Black Moa. Thank you all so much for the follows. Welcome into the research participation pool. Let's go. Welcome in, welcome in. It all comes full circle. What is coming full circle? Oh yeah, the acid. Yeah, no, you're right. It is coming full circle. We'll say hi, old Uncle Dave, and hi, Isaac. Yeah, hi. How are you? How are you? Thank you for the lab safety register check-in, and thank you, Albert, as well for your lab safety register check-in. Thank you. I had science. That's such a mood. That's me late to everybody's streams all the time because I had a science. Terrible stuff. Terrible stuff. I can't believe there's a science getting in the way. That's okay. Science always comes first. Science always comes first. I was doing the thing where I go on a thing. Damn, of all the things, I did not expect this thing from my favorite VTuber thing. It's true. I am a thing, aren't I? Look at me. I'm a silly little thing. I'm a silly little thing. What about full hexagon? I mean, hexagons are the bestagons. I'm not gonna lie. They are the bestagons. So I think we should start saying that from now on. Darn that science, I know. Melting the PVC pipes with hydrochloric acid was the winning combination. It was. To this day, I actually don't know how much like damage I did in terms like monetary damage. They didn't tell us anything afterwards. I've always lived in fear that they had to like refit all of the plumbing for that lab because, dear Lord, I as though I haven't done enough damage to science already. Started young. Yeah, bully the beginning of the stream when I'm not watching. Exactly. That's the way to do it. Get your bullying in early. For physics, yes. Except for me, it was for chemistry and then proceeds to never chemistry again. That was a bad idea. Let's not do that anymore. Oh dear. Probably just exchange the pipes on the spot. Yeah, I hope so. The thing is that it was kind of an old, it wasn't like a horribly old building, thankfully, but it was a kind of old building. So I fear that like it might have been quite difficult to replace those pipes. Alternatively, maybe it was lead piping and I did them a favor. I gave them an excuse to remove it. Who knows? Yeah. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles acid chamber. That's how they mutated. It was me. It was me all along. I mutated the turtles. Asbestos pipes. You saved hundreds. Dear Lord. There's so much asbestos everywhere. Everywhere in the UK. It makes me laugh. New Monster Energy flavor drops. No. That's not the worst thing that I've ever done with acid, to be fair. The acid cakes were worse. I don't mean drugs. I mean actual acid. Actual low pH acid. Yeah, they were delicious. Did you also blind Daredevil? I'm gonna be so real with you. I don't understand the question. What, Daredevil was in like the TV series? Or the character, the Marvel character? I don't know. I don't know anything about Marvel things, actually. I'm very bad at that stuff. I'm sorry. I don't know anything about Marvel. I don't know anything about Marvel. Everyone's like Avengers is the greatest crossover or whatever, and I'm like, what's an Avenger? I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, my life is just paying off the karmic debt of doing irreparable damage to the ecosystem. Exactly. That's the real reason why all of my food is vegan, actually, is because I have to pay off the karmic debt from the hydrochloric acid incident. Dear. I was about to bring up the cake. Yeah, they were something. They were something. Yeah. Ah, Daredevil comic book hero who shares a backstory with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I see. This makes sense. Maybe it was me. I don't know. I'm yet to watch any of the Avenger movies but one. I've never even seen a Marvel movie, I think. Genuinely, I don't think I've ever seen a Marvel movie. But I've seen, like, by accident, a bunch of DC ones. I think. Which one is, wait, I get them all mixed up. I know nothing about comic book heroes, okay. Which one is the Fantastic Four? Let me check. Maybe it'll be faster, even. Okay, Fantastic Four. I've seen the old one. Like, not the new one that's just come out. The older one. That came out a long time ago. Okay, that's a Marvel film I've seen. Which old one? Oh Lord, is there multiple? I don't know. Wait. Fantastic Four films. I Google. Fantastic Four in film. The 2005 one. I saw that one. The 2005 one that is apparently starring a Welsh guy whose name I won't try to pronounce. This is terrible. I'm so English. Jessica Alba, Chris Evans, Michael Chiklis, Julian McMahon, and Kerry Washington. I don't know who any of these people are, by the way. Oh dear. I've seen that. And I've seen, is Deadpool Marvel? Or is it the other one? Deadpool. I've seen Deadpool. I've seen two. I've seen 1 and 2 of that. But I feel like you don't need to know much about Marvel to watch Deadpool. Yeah. Okay. I see. Deadpool is Marvel? Yeah, okay, cool. Starting to think that Astral was born in whichever year is the funniest. Yeah, Astral, you keep saying I was barely born in that year, and then you say it for a different year, and then you say it for a different year, and every time it makes me feel old. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you. I wasn't brave enough to like watch the Stars clip, but I did of the raid, but I did have a quick look at the comments, and one of them was like, she sounds old. She sounds old. That wasn't the most insulting one though. The most insulting one was someone saying that I sound like Rin Penrose. Yeah. Wow, I know, right? They were like, and then someone replied, it got worse. Someone replied being like, well, she's got a PhD, so she must be pushing 30. What am I meant to do with that? What am I meant to do with that? That's not old. Oh no. I would never call you Orange Rin Penrose. I saw that, Astral. You've been perceived, Astral. I saw you. No, but people were saying it independently. And I must be honest, every time that I have a short that gets over like 10,000 views, there's always at least one person who's like, haha, this is funny. You sound like Rin Penrose. And I'm like, please. We're getting tired of this bit now. I am gonna meet Rin though. I won the meet and greet at Vexpo, so I'll prove you all wrong. And then the bit will end, please. That will be the last of it. We will draw a line under it after I've met Rin. Okay? Okay, thank you. The fun thing is that you don't sound like Rin Penrose. I think we just have a kind of vaguely similar accent. Yeah, I think we just have a kind of vaguely similar accent, and I think that's why people think that we sound similar. I don't think we sound similar. I think we've got quite distinctive voices. Yeah. Maybe it's more like the mannerisms, actually, I think. Love! Hi! Welcome in! Welcome! Thank you so much for the raid. Everybody go follow Lev. Everybody go follow Lev. Lev, your debut was today. How was your debut? How did it go? Thank you so much for the raid. Oh my gosh. Hi, Zakayo, hi. Welcome in. Howdy raiders. Yeah, howdy. Lev's just debuted. Lev literally had a debut today. So please go and follow, and oh my gosh, such a good singer. I was blown away. by the singing. Welcome in. I don't know, Bonehead. Welcome in. And Seek and Destroy. Welcome in. Hi, Lev. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you. How are you doing? How did the debut go? Did it go good? I hope it was good. Yeah, model's so pretty. So pretty. It's so nice. Yeah. Thank you so much for the raid. If you need to, raid and run, take a break, because I imagine you've probably been streaming for a little while now. I think it was like an hour even when I dropped in. So if you need to, get away from the PC and do some self-care, have a drink, stretch, etc., please absolutely go do it. Like, please look after yourself. Yeah, it went well, better than I imagined. I'm so happy. Well done. Yay. You're the best. Have a good stream. No, you. No, you. You're the best. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate the raid. I really, really do. But yeah, go look after yourself. Go look after yourself. Do post-debut self-care. Go do it. Go do it. Yeah, congrats on the debut. Yeah. It's such a nice model, honestly. Such a nice model. It's just being British, innit? Me all the time, yeah. Vaguely similar accent, inflection that makes it sound like you can't handle emotional intensity of a healthy human. Dissatisfaction with life, TM. Yeah, I mean, I can see those being the similarities. I think it's also probably like I get the impression from the bits that I've watched of Rin, I get the impression that we might have had vaguely similar life experiences due to growing up in vaguely the same place at vaguely the same time. But also like subculturally, I have a feeling that we were like involved in similar like internet cultures and stuff like that. So I think that might be where it comes from, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Hi, Dingman Pilsy. Hi. How are you? I'm good, thank you. How are you? How are you doing? I hope you're good. Someday there'll be a VTuber smug enough to go, yeah, I am the best, as an answer to I love your stuff. I mean, doesn't Rin literally do that? I'm pretty sure Rin does that. Oh dear. It's kind of ironic though. Coping with the imposter syndrome by being overly confident. That's the way to do it. The first run in plate up and I'm on overtime day 4. Let's go. Let's go, Word. You can do it. You can do it. I've never played that. I should play that at some point. Hi, Kitsabeth. Welcome in, welcome in. How do you smell? You lack a nose to boop. It's true. I do lack a nose. I like a lizard. Like a lizard. The blue bits are actually the nostrils. Yeah, it's true actually. My eyes are in fact located on my head, and when I do this, I'm actually putting my glasses on, so now I can see everybody, so that's good. Yeah, you can boop the forehead. That's fine. That's fine. The forehead is fine. That's fine. I mean, it's Twitch, probably not the best for smell. You never know. We've got 2D. We've got 3D. We've got 2.5D. It's time to go further. It's time to go further. Imagine if a VTuber took over like one of those 4D cinemas and you could have like 3D video, but then also like the wind and the spray and stuff like that. That would be cool. That would be cool. Autistic people breathe through heads. Autistic people breathe through head slits. Yes, it's true. I have gills on my head. That's actually how it works. Yeah, they're hidden by the collar. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, they're my antenna. The ears are the antenna. Welcome in, Massacre. How hi? Welcome in. Welcome in. God bless whoever created your model. Well, it's funny you say that. It's funny you say that. Whoever created my model is right here. Mylan, show yourself. You were literally in chat like 3 seconds ago. It's Mylan. Mylan Aikman, who produced my model in 6 hours because they're powerful and need to be stopped. They're too good. They're too good. I'm so excited to show you all the 2.0 model. It's going to be so good. I'm so hyped. It's so nice. It's so nice. Also, shout out for Mylan. There you go. Shout out for Mylan. Mylan, are you streaming on Twitch regularly yet? Did you just test it out and decide you didn't like it? Or are you actually streaming now? Because I think you should. So I can raid you. Approaches menacingly. Oh dear. The first 10D VTuber model. It could be incredible. Yeah, biblically accurate. It could be incredible. not smelling the acid stream. I mean, it's just a little bit of hydrochloric gas. You know, well, I guess it was chlorine gas actually at that point, because it reacts, right? The hydrogen reacts with the water and then it binds to the water and makes more water because there's oxygen in the air, and then it releases all of the chlorine gas and free radicals and stuff, right? That's how it works, right? I don't remember. They didn't stream once. They've never streamed. It's all just it's actually me. Sorry, everybody. No, Myelin does very good streams. I love listening to their streams, so you should go watch them. Yeah. I was planning to today and they got distracted. No, don't be distracted. Go stream. I'm sighing a hat, but I'm sighing a hat. You're sighing a cryptid outfit. Oh dear. And also, hello, Adeline, Massacre, the awesome Pete's fan, and Waifu Hunter PhD. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the follows. Thank you. Welcome into the research participation pool. Although Waifu Hunter PhD, we might need to recruit you onto the researcher team. You might have your first author paper if you don't have one yet. So if you're interested, let me know. Make them boot up a stream and I'll sink 10,000 points into a raid. You don't need to do that. I would just do it off my own volition. Threatening. It's a threat, actually. It's a threat. Oh dear. Okay, the time has gone very, very quickly, and it's funnier. Yeah. It's getting quite late. Also, hi, the chow mein. Thank you for the follow. Oh, it needs to be the YouTube one. Sad. Can't believe this. This is disappointing. But yeah, it's getting quite late, so I think we should probably wrap up the stream for today. Who should we raid today? Who should we raid? We could go raid. Let's see. Does anyone have any suggestions? Tayu redeemed Naina, but Naina's not streaming. We could go. I could be brave. There's a lot of you now. I could be brave and raid a big person who I think is really, really cool. Oh yeah, Cotton and Vedal. Vedal's on Cotton streams, right? They're doing an outfit review, right? I feel scared. I feel scared raiding like a big VTuber because that's not me. I'm scared. Maybe, shall we, you know what? Okay, how about somebody, there's too many people on that stream and I'm scared. That makes me anxiety. How about we go and raid into Serber? Would Serber be okay? Could we go raid into Serber? Would that be fine? Yeah, the redeem's on cooldown, sorry. You're about to redeem Server? Okay, well then let's do that then. There you go. There's the raid messages. So the top one is for people who are subscribed and the bottom one is for people who are not subscribed. Let's see. Following. And then we want to go find Sherba. Where are you? There you are. Yeah, because she's doing her Serbathon, so she's not going to be stopping her stream anytime soon. Because this is the thing that I struggle with. It says this content may not be appropriate for you to watch because it's a mature rated game. That's very funny. I've been attacked by the British and EU governments. You got a license for that stream there. But yeah, we're gonna go raid into Server. So yeah, there's the raid messages. Can we get a better raid message? I like our raid message. Yeah, I'm gonna need to go to work tomorrow, unfortunately. I would love to stay for longer. Thank you for the follows. Gensho Bird, the thoughts of the past, and Safadilly, thank you all so much. Thank you for the follows. Welcome into the research participation pool. But yeah, we're gonna go raid Serber. Next stream is gonna be on Thursday, ? I have a schedule up on my socials, so go check that. I don't know. what I'm doing. I think we're going to do GeoGuessr. Yes, we're going to do GeoGuessr. That'll be the next stream on Thursday. And then on Sunday, we're going to do science. We're going to do a science stream. We will yap and we will read a paper, and we will not read the paper, actually. We'll just yap in the end, probably. Oh, was it Friday? Okay, Friday. It's on Friday. Thank you for correcting me, Hosmod. It's on Friday. It's not on a normal day. It's on Friday. We're going to be playing GeoGuessr and yapping. Yeah. And then science on Sunday, as always. Yeah. But yeah, thank you all so much for joining me. I really, really appreciate it. And I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Bye. Bye, bye, bye.